Hello, welcome back to More Fun Fixing It. I'm Lee, and this is another triage episode. We've done a lot of Spectrum stuff lately, so today, well, we're going to do a lot of C64 stuff. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bread bins and 2 C64Cs here. I really like the C64Cs. They're my favourites. The C64C is the one that I had back in the day. I couldn't afford a bread bin when they were current. I had to wait until I think it was 1991, 1990, something like that, before I could have a bread bin. And even then it was expensive, much more than I should have paid for. My wife should have paid for it. Anyway, right, so the idea with these is that I'm going to start doing some C64 repairs because I kind of forget how to do things. So I want to be really in the groove of fixing C64s before I attempt this one. This one is a silver label, and you might have seen this one on the channel before. This is a really beautiful condition silver label, but it's not just that, but it's a very low serial number as well, 0882, a West Germany made one, and I think it has some kind of weird boot up. Well, it says strange boot up on the front, but on the label. But I can't remember exactly what it is. But this is the one where I asked for other people's advice, and I will get around to this. But what I'm going to do is I have 4 more, I think it's 4. Yep, 4 more C64 bread bin silver labels waiting to be repaired over there. Don't believe me? I can't believe you're making me do this. Oh. You have real trust issues, you know. Well, you can see that one is a silver label in there. Oh no, I suppose all of these serial numbers are, all the serial number sticker labels are silver. But I'll just drag one out as an example. That's a silver label. You still don't believe me. That one's a silver label. Look, 2 silver labels. There's 2 more in there. You're just going to have to trust me. So in order to build up to this one, which is the important one, I'm going to fix all of these. Then I'm going to fix all of those, all of the silver labels, and then I'm going to fix this. I think by the time I get to this one, I'm either going to be confident enough or will give up and let someone else do it. Whew, that's a lot of C64s. So we've got 5 silver labels and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 run of the mills. Let's get these off the bench and put them back on one at a time. I've already picked one out. I like the look of this one. Dead. Or is it? There's a few dust bunnies. It's a good condition, this one. It's a bit grubby, but I think all of that will clean up. And the case has got no cable burns on it, which is very common. And only 1 broken case clip that's just hanging on there. I was very, very careful as I took it off. Okay, so we're going to call this number 1. The nice thing is that we've got 2 CIAs in the socket, 1 ROM in the socket, CPU, PLA and the SID are in sockets. Obviously, not always the SID actually, and it's not the MOS CIA PLA. It does have a Commodore logo on it, but maybe it is a MOS one, but it's not the one that usually fails. We have TM or T branded RAM. 6 of them are T branded, and these ones are something else. But none of them are MT. There's no MOS logic in here. These are all good signs. Let's see what it's doing. I like that you can just plug a C64 in and hope for the best. Yeah, well, of course it just works. What are you talking about, Paul? Is this the or is it thing? Yep, that works fine. Let's get a test cart in there. Oh, got nothing on capture. Why have I got nothing on capture? So you won't have seen it just spring to life. Okay, well, you can see it now. Well, it's a good start. What the? Why's that not working? It's not working. I don't understand why that's not working. Take all this off again. I haven't put this serial dongle in. I forgot that, but it's not doing anything now. What's going on? Okay, so, all right, it isn't working. Or is it? I'm just going to confirm with my test board that everything is, that capture is working, because that's unreliable. Right, what's happened here? Capture devices. So my capture wasn't working properly. Very annoying. I've got to put all of that back now. That is working. All right, try that. That looks like it all passed fine. I can't tell whether the sound works. I'm just going to, you would have heard it, but I can't. Yep, perfect test. There's nothing wrong with this. I wonder if maybe a chip. I don't know. Maybe the power switch wasn't quite working. Keyboard could do with the clean. So dead, or is it? No. So no, keyboard clean, key 2. So that's the only thing that really needs. Okay, he's promising this one is dead. This says dodo. That means really, really dead. There's two different variants of the C64C that I've come across. Cases, apart from the Aussie one. And some of them have screws and some of them don't even have screws. They just have clips. I quite like the clip ones, actually. I've got one over there somewhere. I've got one somewhere waiting to be filled with a new C64 motherboard that I'm going to build at some point. Clips along the sides, just running a guitar pick to get those out. All the LEDs just come out. Put that back. Do you know what? It's been burned already tonight, so let's just plug this one in and see what happens. Or should no, I don't. I like to look at the motherboard first. Let's do it right. Just because Paul's let us down once. RF shield's still there, so that means that this is probably not molested. Short board, keyboard connector on the right. Okay, fuse looks intact. CPU, that ROM are in sockets. Everything else is soldered to the board. These are usually very reliable. I'm going to say it's the power switch. My first guess. Please don't work. Oh, it was already on. Oh, Paul! For God's sake. You can't see it because, again, the capture has let me down. It's working. Maybe just being in my workshop for all this time, they've been here for a couple of months now. Maybe that's cured them, just being in my presence. Is the SID working? Oh, I called that the SID a ROM. It's a SID is here. Perfect. I'm not even going to take this RF shield out because that means taking the whole motherboard out. That's staying in there. That's 10 minutes of my life I won't get back. I've got a horrible feeling about this, that maybe his power supply is playing up. And that's the only reason that these are showing up faulty. Not a dodo. Okay, this one says blue screen. Also says needs clips. And screws, apparently. You can see I've already given up numbering them because, well, number 1 is working, number 2 is working, so what's the point? Right, there's one CIA in a socket, an 8500 CPU, so a later CPU from 89, so that's been replaced. The rest of these are from 83. There's a 250407. The PLA is a CSG, so that'll work. All of the ROMs are in sockets. There's two. These are 244s. These multiplexers here are in sockets. They've probably been changed, or maybe they were added in the factory. But they just the legs look really crusty on those. No MOS logic. Oki branded RAM throughout. An unbranded 7406 over here. Fuse looks intact. I can't see anything burnt or nasty. Plug it in. It's going to work, isn't it? Oh. Oh, a blue screen. Better. Straight in with Des Test Max. Sorry, Matt. Matt Desmond, who made this. I don't think I've updated the version, so. Oh, RAM's looking good. The screen colours are a bit weird. Yeah, that's flown through. Let's go to normal diagnostics. That's right, testing the RAM. If I do no RAM check, oh no, it's got past it that time. All right, so one of the CIA timers there is not counting up. And the SID's bad. And it's soldered to the board. That is really rude. So we're looking at a bad CIA here, possibly. I think the logical thing to do here is just to pop that out and test it in my test board, just to see if that is the bad CIA. I suspect, because this is an 84 and this is an 83, this looks newer. This is, I reckon some work has been done on this, possibly these, definitely the CPU, and maybe the PLA as well. That's 89 as well. Yeah, the PLA and the CPU are the same date, much later. What is that? That's 84, but it looks like a new package. I reckon that was replaced at the same time as these two. So if this one is broken, that one's probably gone now. Testy McTesty board. First thing you do, verify your machine is working. Yeah, CIOs are good. Popped a leg out of there. Socket is giving up. Might be all right. Yeah, that feels good. Yeah, that CIA is okay. Yeah, it's counting up fine. I put my one back in. So that is definitely okay. Conclusive proof that I'm a klutz. All right, let's try again. Yeah, that CIA is okay. No problems there. We'll give this one a tick. And we've got something to repair. Put that back in there. So this one, yeah, I'm going to put a big question mark on that CIA. Bad CIA question mark. Right. No boot up screen and SID is dead. Oh, let's get this open. One case clip gone. Okay, nothing socketed at all. MOS PLA, so that'll be broken. 83 on most of the chips. And we've got, I don't know what memory that is. I think that's Texas Instruments. No MOS logic at all. Think I can see a wire in the fuse. Let's plug it in, see what it does. Blue screen, so that's going to be bad ROM, probably. Maybe the basic ROM. Kernel is probably okay. CIA's are counting up okay. Basic ROM is bad. There. Okay. Well, I'm going to put that one straight away as another repair. Basic ROM bad. In the pile. I'm intrigued by this one. This one says works but flickers. So I'm just going to plug this one in. Just for fun. Why does it work but flickers? Oh, color RAM? Could be color RAM. Oh, I like that one. Oh, this is going to be a short board as well, so that's going to be tricky. If the color RAM is not separate. PLA is bad. I think that's as far as it's got. It does if. That's really nice. Will it still run the game? Yeah, and the SID works as well. That could be a CIA actually. I've seen something like that before. I'm not even going to open that one. Nope. This one's in really nice condition. I like these pale ones. Quite a late serial number. It's got the chunky screws in it rather than the thin ones, so the screw posts often break in these ones. The nice chunky clips in this one. They very rarely break. Oh, what happened there? It's just been torn off and put back. Everything looks okay, only the SID in the socket again. Poor show. What does it do? Just a black screen. Diagnostics. Nothing on diagnostics. Des test. Oh, nothing at all. Very, very much a dodo, this one. Well, first time I've had to get out the multimeter to test voltages. Right, so the 5 volt is there and the AC is there. Yeah, good voltages. Just check. No problem with the voltages. Okay, I think the next thing to do is poke it with a scope. Okay, I've got the scope set up now. And the first things to check are the reset and the clock on the CPU. Which are pins 40 and, well, the clock in is pin 1 and the clock out is pin 39. So let's go for the reset first. Okay, it's actually, we've got a display now. I've got Des test set up in there, and that's saying that a purple border is failed testing the stack page. Okay, we're getting inconsistent results now. So do we have a clock? Yes, we've got a good reset. We've got a good clock. CPU is probably okay. We've got activity on the data lines. Some activity. It's not very... Feels like multiple chips are being selected and just trashing the bus. Nothing looks really bad. There's some data lines that have this messy look about them. Sorry, no, some address lines. That one doesn't look very good. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Last thing I want to do is point a thermal camera at it. So I do like a nice hot chip. I've got one hot ROM, warmer ROM. SID is quite warm. We should take the SID out really. No, nothing else is really screaming. Just a black screen there. Let's take the SID out quick. And maybe the VIC too. Just reseat it and see if it makes any difference. Hello. No, that's still crashing. Oh, that was grey border fail testing the VIC. Oh look, it's running now. The CI, oh, unexpected IRQ. This one's an interesting one. Got even further this time. Unexpected NMI this time. This is where dead test is really weak because it takes a long time to get to this page and now it's just stuck there. Oh no, it is actually running. No indication on the screen that it's running. Oh, here we go. CIA's accounting. Okay, so I can rule those out. It's still going. Okay, so that's cycled. That's done a complete test. What does that tell us? Not a lot. I think, well, it's not working. Just a normal boot. We get nothing but a black screen. We get anything else? Okay, blue screen. Basic ROM. Could be another one of those. Basic ROM or the RAM. It could be the, sorry, basic ROM or the PLA. It could be the PLA selecting the wrong chips and that's messing things up. But let's leave that for the video where I repair it. It's otherwise a nice machine. Especially like this case. Pass dead test, basic ROM, question mark? Could be. Okay, I've saved the best till last. Ew, this one's grotty. And we're missing a couple of keys. That poster's completely gone. That one's snapped off as well, but I've got spares. Can't see an RF shield in there. You start to worry on these ones. Oh, sorry, spider phobes. It's literally full of spiders. Right, let's evict these and see what's going on. There's a few dots on the fuse. I can't see if it's broken or not. There's a lot of rust. This is a shed find, this one, I'm sure. Hopefully none of the critters are still home. Let's get this one out of here. Oh, he's left some legs behind. That's just basically dust. And his mate here. Oh. Actually, it's probably not his mate. It's probably just him later on. Just a quick change of clothes. Pretty good under here. This is obviously a spider-proof shield. We've only got a SID in a socket, and obviously the VIC-2. We've got some Motorola branded memory. All 8 chips are the same. No MOS chips in the logic, and the PLA is soldered to the board, and everything has got a date code of 1985 on it. 250425, a later board with the simplified VIC-2 timing. This is going to be primarily a bad switch. What was the note on this one? Black screen, not touched. See that? Okay, black screen. Stick some diagnostics in there. Oh, is that a dead test or? Okay, nothing on DES test or dead test. Voltages. Let's check here first. 5 volts, 12 volts, 5 volts, and yeah, we've got perfect voltages. And let's have a look at the reset signal first. Reset goes high a bit urgently, but it looks all right. And there's clock. Yep, clock in and out. PLA is quite hot, up to 50 degrees already. Everything else looks normal. U6 is the color RAM, is warmer than the chips around it, but not hot by any means. But yeah, the PLA is getting hot. So is the CPU. CPU is actually hotter. One last thing to try is remove the SID. And give the VIC a little clean underneath the VIC-2. Legs look okay. Horrible socket. Yep, that's not gone in. I think I might have bent a leg. Oh, it doesn't want to go in. Nothing still. Yep, nothing. It is dead. Okay, let's put this one and all its little spider chums away, and it can wait its turn. This will clean up. This will actually clean up. Oh, there's a nasty cable burn there and there. A few little dinks across the front. And some nail polish or something there. That's flaked off. This will clean up quite nicely, this one. Really dead. Spiders. Okay, right, that's it for this one. Look forward to seeing most of these, apart from the first 2, in future episodes. Some of them are going to be short repairs, so there'll be probably a Wednesday release. The more complicated ones and more involved ones you'll see on a Saturday. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao. Why ciao? What's ciao?